what a night you've had. What does this do for your confidence as a freshman going forward, especially against a tough defensive team like Baylor?
I mean, it does a lot just to make a lot of shots that I've been working on with Coach JL and Kyle a lot. So, I mean, it just shows me that the work I'm putting in is helping.
When in the game did you know that you were going to have a hot night? I know the players don't know that always.
I'd probably say, like, the second three, I guess, probably.
Kanon, is that the first time Tamika's been in for one of your games here? Or
No, she's been here before, I think, against Arizona State. I think so.
What effect did that have on your game?
I mean, I just didn't want to have a bad game when she was here, or especially my mom was here, because I'd definitely hear about it.
Have you talked to either one of them?
Nah, not yet.
Have you ever had a perfect game before in basketball?
No, I didn't. I thought I was going to miss at least one, but I don't know, just kept going in.
Dawson, take us through that timeout prior to the play call where you ended up with the basketball and made the 2 game-clinching free throws. Was that the design all along to get you to the free throw line?
Yeah, I mean, part of the purpose put me in a situation where I could have the ball to get fouled. We knew they were going to press and try to trap that first pass, and so just getting out of that first corner was big, and the ball found me, and just try to expire as much time as possible, then got fouled, yeah.
Kanon, with Edgecombe on the other side, of course, Yegor and you, what was the feeling like? Was there kind of different feeling with all the NBA scouts here?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a different feeling, but, I mean, VJ's a great player, you know, super athletic, and it's hard to guard, hard to keep in front. So.
Is there any frustration on your part as sitting out the final stands of that?
I mean, no, I just wanted to win the game, so whatever coach thought would get us the win, that's what I wanted to do.
Dawson, take me inside the huddle right before overtime, because there was a little bit of a feeling in the gym of maybe, down the shot doesn't count and all that. Maybe there could have been like, oh no, here we go again after Baylor goes on that run. You guys settled down pretty quick. So just what kind of happened in the huddle?
I mean, just a lot of positive self-talk amongst ourselves, and just reminding ourselves to turn the page, get ready for overtime, and to lock into the next most important thing, and that's the next possession, and that's that tip ball. And went away. Trevin got that tip ball, got a layup right away to get us started. And so I think a lot of guys just talking to each other, talking about the next most important thing, which we've been harping on just in practice amongst each other, just like that's the next most important thing. We got to focus on that and turn the page.
What can winning a close game do for you guys?
That's big. I mean, there's some games that we had earlier that just didn't go our way that look similar to this game, so it's good for us to finally get over the hump and see this one end up in the W column. And so it's big for us, especially with some young guys who kind of learn how to win in certain situations like that. And they didn't hand us this win. They made it as hard as possible, making big shots, and we had to go and take it. So it was a really good experience for a lot of us.
Dawson, just down the stretch, Rob Wright had 14 of their last points and forced overtime. How frustrating was that to see him, get foul call after foul call? And how'd you guys continually regroup and just, have a different mindset? Yeah,
just like I said, we've been kind of focusing on that, the next play mentality, especially if something that doesn't go our way. You got 1 second to think about it, and then you got to move on. And so very impressive, like I said, we had to go take this one tonight. They didn't make it easy. They made their big shot, and we had to go win it.
Dawson, Coach Young said a lot this week that you guys have been stacking up a lot of good days lately. What's causing that to where you guys now have this kind of rushing momentum right now?
I think we're just ultra focused right now. We found a good groove. It helps when you win, where you can really kind of sink your feet in some things, and guys are really excited now being in the gym. And so I think we're just locked into the next assignment. And we have a lot of guys that are just workhorses, And that's just the habit that we have, the culture that we built here. And so when you have that, there's no other option to think, maybe I should take today off. And so the culture and the habits that we have with these players and the coaches that are establishing that has been great.
Kanon,
2 more questions.
You guys have won 3 straight here. You guys were floundering a little bit earlier on in the league play. What's been the key to the turnaround you've had so far?
I'd say just everybody coming together, same thing that he said, everybody being excited to practice and just focused.
For both of you, did you guys have a moment in this game to maybe take in the moment? Big, loud crowd, Conor McGregor courtside. Did you have a chance to soak it in at all?
I'd say, I just remember Coach trying to call a play. I couldn't hear what he was saying. I just kind of had to read his lips a little bit. So.
Yeah, I think it was cool seeing Conor McGregor courtside. I've seen a lot of like kind of famous people, but that's probably one of the most famous people I've ever seen. And I was just kind of thinking, you know, he's seen this environment, and he's been in some crazy environments himself. Just kind of going through his mind, what he's thinking of this whole situation. And it kind of took a step back and like, wow, I'm really part of this, which is really cool. And so, yeah, it was definitely special. The environment was super good tonight. It was so loud, and it definitely had an effect on the game. And so it was fun to be a part of that.